Deciding between the smoked pig face meat, wined duck heart in sauce, braised sea cucumber, duck intestine, the bullfrog, sauteed bullfrog, and stir-fried bullfrog, sauerkraut bullfrog, all kinds of bullfrog. We've got bullfrog. Some mutton, sauteed pig's intestine, duck blood and seafood, duck blood pot pie and bamboo.
Is there anything you wouldn't eat in there, Eric?
Well, no, I think it looks pretty good. Might do a duck blood.
We put out this video from Beijing about frog soup. I picked out the frogs. They dispatched the frog. People, I got hate mail, like I'm gonna burn your house down, I'm gonna cut your head off, bitch, all this stuff. And I was like, what the heck? And I thought, all right, I'm gonna put myself in their space and I'm gonna go vegan. It was Viv's idea, by the way. It's gonna be interesting to figure out how to cook vegetables like this. I just barely know what being vegan is. Matter of fact, I just found out that you can eat vegan, you can live vegan, and you can, like, I don't know, go ultra vegan. Well, I can't figure out anything past a banana for breakfast at this point. So I got to do this research, and I got to figure out what the heck it is that you eat as a vegan. This morning, I discovered that I put on a leather belt. So I have to take this off now because being vegan, if you're going beyond eating vegan, is not to interact with animal products at all. Going out to eat and doing things is going to be an effort. So where I live, there's one restaurant that comes up. So I thought this was pretty funny. I'm scrolling through here in this vegan website and check this out. And I got to figure out what to eat besides bananas. So I'm going to the grocery store for the first time to buy vegan. Then I realize my wallet is made of a dead cow. Now I gotta go to, I don't know, like a plastic sack or something, which I think is odd. I'd rather have a leather wallet than like put this in something plastic, which I think is way worse for the environment. So I think the avocados is gonna be one of my base staples. They're like hard as rocks. Hoping the radishes add some taste. I've never tried that. Let's try hemp seed. That seems kind of like vegan-ish. The Lara bar, they're vegan. I might end up living off these vegan ice cream. This should taste horrible. I think we've got everything here. It's a pile of food. This is looking like it's getting expensive here. This is the luxury of the rich. And I'm not talking uber rich, I'm just talking like the rest of the world. To do this kind of diet does require a certain level of economic mobility. I don't lose my duties as the barbecue guy. You know, I gotta grill my food on the grill with everybody else. So, you know, I'm rubbing borders here. But I'm not eating it, but I gotta stare at this meat the whole time, which really looks good. My first vegan restaurant, and I had a lot of fun doing it and bringing Viv into this little weird world of vegetables.
The problem is with Eric being vegan means that I have to eat vegan food. I found something I can eat, and I'm gonna try the veggie burger. But overall, I'm not impressed with Eric's new diet because it means I have to eat it.
I wanted you guys to know these are noodles, and they're kelp noodles. And if you don't know what kelp is, it's a big giant plant that grows in the ocean on coastal regions, and it's big and thick and rubbery, and they made noodles out of it. Pretty cool. It's like the trees of the ocean. It tastes exactly like kelp.
It's okay. I mean, it's tasty. It's just, maybe it's like a psychological thing. Is that I'm so attuned to eating burgers and like this certain satisfaction. But flavor-wise, it's pretty good. It ain't no burger. Yeah, it is tasty.
Yeah, so far holding up pretty good. Not really whining yet or having any cravings.
He's a bit of a garbage compactor anyway, so he was like eating most of this stuff anyway.
Just adding meat to it.
Yeah. But although you did say the dairy is the hardest bit to cut out.
Yeah, the dairy is pretty tough.
Cheese, eggs.
Eggs and cheese, super tough.
Milk. You were saying at about 2 weeks in you were craving fish.
Yeah, I really want some sushi right now. Closest I can get is that kelp I just ate. It's supposed to be like kind of fake cheese. It adds some taste, yeah, maybe a little cheesy, underwhelming.
I think I'm suffering more than Eric is. I have to eat all this vegan food because he can't eat at a normal restaurant.
I'm so excited that this idea is causing Viv even a little bit of pain. I'm not usually that kind of guy, but I have to admit I am thoroughly enjoying it.
Not a fan of yam fries.
Oh, you're not?
I mean, they're okay. They're nice. But normal fries are vegan anyway, aren't they? So I don't know why we have to eat these ones. Kombucha
tea, or it comes from like some kind of fungus and basically sugar water and a little alcohol from fermentation from a fungus, but very earthy, fizzy and earthy. So Viv just asked me a really interesting question. Am I, in all the history of Nachtrieb's, the only one to ever gone vegan this long? I think we can just ask the only one to ever go vegan at all. And we have people in my family with medical conditions related to consumption of animals. I have like uncles who have gout from eating too much meat. Pretty damn sure I am.
This is like not the pizza I would voluntarily order.
This is like the big mixed meat pizza, but it's mixed vegetable. So just like think of it that way.
It's gonna be hard when it doesn't taste that way.
It looks good. What was it again?
I don't know, blossoms and something.
Zucchini blossoms. That's relatively flavorful. That's pretty good. Well, thank you, Vivian, for joining me for lunch. I appreciate it. You have great endurance. I think I'm getting into it. I'm cooking again on the Barbie, and I'm doing veggie burgers. You can check that out. I'm pretty sure those are carrots and chia seeds, and I'm guessing lentils. I don't know. I didn't even read the ingredients. I assume it's not veggie burgers, it's a vegan burger. My anniversary meal today. We were gonna go out, but I just went in the Too Hard box because I want oysters and ribeye. But I'm doing the vegan thing. I'm sticking with it. And to be honest, you know what I'm noticing right now? I'll tell you guys, this is pretty interesting. So I'm noticing that sugars, like things with a lot of sugar in them, things with a lot of salt, I don't know why, but I had some stuff I normally have had before that's vegan, and now they seem really salty and other things really sugary, and my body's kind of turning those things away. I'm like, oh man, that's a lot. Here is my veggie burger. Again, I haven't read the contents of it, but it looks like a bit of seed and lentils or something. Have some hemp bread and some cilantro, lettuce, tomatoes, and some bell pepper hummus. It doesn't really taste like a burger. I get it, it looks like a burger, kind of like the texture of a burger, but it's certainly not a burger at all. My first one, my first fake meat. Kind of the first real like, I want something, started happening this morning with I really want an egg. I'm going for the next best thing to an egg. Tofu. Coconut oil. This isn't a recipe, by the way. I'm totally making this up. Then I'm gonna throw some tomatoes in, some spinach, and I thought just, I don't know, to make it interesting, I'm gonna throw in some seaweed. So we'll see what that tastes like. A vegan doing dad duty, which means I've got to prep some hamburgers. I got to sit there and get my hands in them and prep them out. And to be able to deal with that, wanting a burger, I'm having pita chips and hummus. That's how I'm getting by. I'm trying to mix things up here for breakfast and lunches and dinners, and I'm trying to increase the different tastes, still stay within the vegan pathway here. I've toasted some hemp bread, then layer it with some seaweed, and then put on pepita seeds or something like that. Sounds good in theory. I don't know what to call it. Seaweed avocado bread. Win. Breakfast. I'm gonna make it through. I have a big meal coming up where I'm gonna go carnivore a bit. I don't feel that kind of gross, like I'm full, bloaty kind of feeling all the time. You do go to the bathroom a lot more though. I'll tell you that. This stuff goes in and goes out. Absolutely 100%. I eat like, I think 6 to 8 times a day, and then you do the math off that. Candied bacon around a dead bird.
Basically bacon crack.
It tastes exactly like what you think it would. Very good.
Asparagus wrapped in prosciutto, and then we got our
Steak s'more.
ahi tuna on top, and it's served on a frozen pink Himalayan salt block. Sweet corn milkshake, sweet and smoky.
Cream shellfish, of course, draped in some kind of like green stuff, which I'm totally done with. This is my first true experience with meat. I know we had a little bacon, which is a food group, but this is meat. It smells good. It's a lamb popsicle. Where did you pour?
Go for it. Oh, yeah. The ultimate edification of Erik's carnivorous taste. 1.5 thick piece of filet mignon. Little piece of our poached lobster. This is pretty tasty.
We're gonna dispense with these because most of the world that I go to doesn't quite understand what these are for. You're not gonna watch me eat all this right now because I'm gonna linger with it between sips of wine. Creams and the oils and the textures. You just can't do this with vegetables, I'm just saying. It's not a thing. Now, I appreciate what you guys are doing, and you're all about the animals. I like making this. But animals taste really, really good.